Hello, and today I'm going to give you a video on shadow boxing with the screen. When you're shadow boxing with the screen, you're going to be seeing yourself, and try to put a boxing stance where you're not going to be getting hit so easily. You want to practice defense as much as you practice offense. The way I usually start off is by practicing defense. Usually when I throw punches, you want to make sure that you're in a position where you're out of the way in case the opponent hits you. Whenever you're throwing a combination or a punch, you have the choice to either be in position to stay there or to move out the way. With a hook, one side of the body is going to be leaning the weight to the other side and then bringing it back in a rotational force. Notice how I'm pivoting when I do the power punches. For those of you who don't know who a pivot is, I'm going to try to show you as best possible on the screen. The back foot usually pivots on the power shot. That's the turn that you see. That's called a pivot right there. That'll be another pivot. Pivots are going to be the strongest recommendation that a coach offers. One of the best advice. If you communicate with a lot of boxers, coaches, national, professional, Olympic level, they would tell you that pivoting is the best advice to give when throwing a power punch. Another thing you want to keep in mind when throwing a power punch is rotating the hip. When you rotate the hip, they call it rotational force, which is similar to pivoting. So when you pivot with the foot, you rotate with the hip. It is important to know that whenever you're throwing a punch, the other hand is going to be in a blocking position. So when you throw one punch, the other hand's not punching, will be providing blocking, and vice versa. And what I mean by vice versa is if the other hand is punching, then the other hand will be blocking, and then they take turns to rotate. Notice how I was able to do a combination with the same hand. You don't have to throw a punch. If you feel like moving around or slipping, you are allowed to. That was a quick combination. Usually whenever I throw a combination, I get out the way so I won't be in the same spot where I'm at. See how I'm moving naturally to another area? The reason why I move to another spot after I get done throwing my combination is because I don't want to be in the same spot. That gives me a vulnerability to get impact or hit, so I'll try to move out to another position where I'm not able to get hit. Sometimes you can put your slips together, like mentioned. Instead of just selling from one slip going to the left, try putting your slips together. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4.